welcome in Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys. How are we?
That's how you quarterback. That's the quarterback you watched last night. The best in the game.
Derek Carr?
The best in the game.
Wait, who had the best QBR last night? Derek Carr had a better QBR than Mahommes?
Who did that passing touchdown?
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I don't hear somebody talking about, well, no Mike Evans. When is Julio going to play? When is Chris Godwin going to play?
Who now has the greatest tight end in NFL history? History!
You weren't saying that when he had Gronk for that game.
I think Gronk just got left in the dust.
We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that.
It was a down-to-the-wire Monday Night Football contest, gentlemen. The Chiefs, congrats, pulled off a comeback win at home last night. Shannon, I know you were thrilled.
Yep.
They beat the Raiders 30-29, even though they were just over a touchdown favorite. That, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. Patrick Mahommes, man, 4 touchdowns, all going to Travis Kelce. Derek Carr and the Raiders had a chance to tie the game late in the fourth. They opted to go for the 2-point conversion to take the lead, and nope, comes up short. Shannon, do you think the Chiefs won it, or did the Raiders blow it?
Well, the Chiefs won this ball game. They fell behind 17-0, and Mahomes has been really, really good when he falls behind by double digits. Over the last 4 years, Mahomes is 11-5 when falling behind by double digits. Historically, quarterbacks win about 15% of those games. So that just tells you just how phenomenal he's been in those moments. Well, I thought both teams tried to give the game away, Skip. I don't understand. Why wouldn't the Chiefs just kick the PAT, go up by 8, force the Raiders to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie you? Why would you go for the 2-point conversion, miss it, and now they can go for a 2-point conversion and beat you?
Because Andy Reid has a new State Farm commercial. He's got to live up to it. That's why.
And then
He's got to try to show everybody what a genius he is.
And then Josh McDaniels, he won up his dumbness.
He did.
Why not kick the PAT, Skip, and tie the ball game? Because if you miss it, now you're down 1. You got to hope your defense can hold, get you the ball back, get back in field goal range in order to win the ball game. Instead of just taking the PAT, and it seems like one stupid act deserves to follow up by another. Skip, I just think I think the Chiefs won this ball game, even though that call that Chris Jones could have been fatal, could have been really, really, but not fatal, but could have been really, really bad because they got 3 points they didn't deserve to have in a situation like that. But give Mahomes credit, somehow he was able in 30 seconds to get them back down the field and get in field goal range, and the guy finally made a field goal, kicked the 58, 59 yards, which is a Chiefs record. But for me, Skip, I thought Mahomes, when he got behind, and like I said, they're not going to get the explosive play, Skip. There's no Tyree. So the likelihood of them getting a 50, 60, 70-yard touchdown is going to be Dink. It's going to be 8 yards to Juju. It's going to be 5 yards to Kelce. It's going to be another 6 yards to Scanlon. Okay, let's run the ball to McKinnon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's going to be situations like that. So the big theatrics that we're used to seeing Patrick Mahomes, where he throws the ball 70 yards and he can show off his arm, that's not going to be there. But it was Mahomes. They won this ball game. I thought the Raiders was going to blow the thing open. There was pressure after pressure after pressure. Crosby and Chandler Jones did a great job of pressuring him. They did a great job, Bram, of mixing up the packages. But then all of a sudden, Mahomes and Andy and DB, Airbnb, they figured it out and says, okay, this is what we can do. This is the kind of we can have success. But if you think about it, Skip, now we're starting to see add another dimension. Ever since that playoff game when he did that against Tennessee, you remember he scrambled for like 30 yards, took out running looking like Lamar Jackson?
Yes, sir. He looked like Lamar Jackson plus 100 pounds.
Now all of a sudden, he is not afraid to use his legs. If you run by him, you don't level off, he'll jump out the window and he'll take off on you. But I thought the Chiefs won this game, Skip. That was a very hard-fought ball game. Devontae Adams was playing well. That bobble really hurt. And I caught it. I first guessed it. I was like, nah. He caught it, toe drag, but then he bobbled and Skip, and then he wasn't able to get his feet back down again. So I thought the Chiefs won this ball game more so than the Raiders lost it.
Okay. Big picture. And by the way, but I'm not going to let you slide.
What?
Did you just suggest, or did I hear correctly, that Patrick Mahomes is more clutch than Tom Brady is?
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback playing in 2022. Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady in 2022.
Wait, the players in this league just voted Tom Brady the best overall player in the whole league going into this season?
Did Patrick Mahomes just beat Tom Brady? Did he go to his house and beat him, yes or no? Did he do that?
Has he beaten him more than Tom's beaten him?
No, they're tied. They're 3-3.
Okay. the point is, don't start in with the clutchness. Don't try to sell Mahommes as all-time clutch. The clutchest quarterback plays in Tampa. All he did was win his first 6 Super Bowls with game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. All he did was go to Mahomes' house in an AFC Championship game and convert 3 straight 3rd and 10s in overtime to win the game. That's all he did.
He should have did that against Green Bay this year, and he should have did it against Patrick Mahomes this year. Did he do that against them?
All he did is make Patrick Mahomes look silly in a Super Bowl game. That's all.
Yeah, well, when pressure comes,
yeah,
it happened to him. You see what pressure did to Tom Brady?
I got it.
Okay.
I'm about to make the case that the Las Vegas Raiders are the best 1-4 team in NFL history because they easily could be 4-1. I could even make a case they could be 5-0, but they are not. And as the great Bill Parcells said once upon a time, you are what your record says you are. They are 1-4.
Yes.
And I believe after last night, after watching Josh McDaniels run that game, it's just not the same when you're not calling plays for Tom Brady and you don't have Bill Belichick to make all the big picture decisions for you in the football game.
Bill Belichick definitely wouldn't have went for 2. I know that much.
He would not have gone for 2. All right, so what I did love about Josh was they come out, it's still 0-0, and they face a 4th and 1 near midfield, and what do right out of the box? He goes for it. If you can see the play, just to remind everybody, if you missed the first of the game, Josh said, let's just go for broke. And they got Devontae single covered, and he barely gets it to him because he tried to be too fine with it. But
you don't want to overshoot him. You don't want to do Lamar.
You don't want to do Lamar.
You got him so wide open, Skip.
And this is where he's had a hard time connecting with a guy who's like his brother. Like he grew up with him, so to speak, in college, and they don't have great rapport yet. Because there are a couple of back shoulder throws. So I'm saying, are you guys on the same page? Have you practiced together?
But that's where he misses Aaron. Because Aaron never missed those back shoulders.
They never missed that. And Aaron got to the point where he could almost blindfolded throw it in Devontae's direction and get Devontae open. And they don't have this yet. And I don't know if it's a Derek Carr problem or a Devontae problem. But we're going to get to this in a few minutes. But Devontae just boiled over in frustration, obviously shoved down a credentialed worker at the end of the game, and we'll get deeply into that in just a moment. But the point was, things start to teeter and go south. And we'll talk also about the Chris Jones play, but this was so vintage typical 2022 Las Vegas Raiders. If we could see this play, Kansas City misses a field goal with 9:28 left.
Right.
And one of their rushers on the field goal team gets called for, what's it called? It's like a pull and shoot.
You pull like they got to run through.
It's called pull and shoot, but he's reaching out and grabbing and jerking down the blocker, trying to open a hole.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay, you can't do it. I think it happens quite a bit, and it doesn't get called.
It used to happen a lot, Skip, especially on the punt team.
Okay.
Because you got more time. It's not like a 1-2. The ball's gone.
Yeah.
So we definitely pull the guy, and the guy will shoot through the gap.
It's a huge play in the game because at that point Kansas City was up 24-23, but all of a sudden they get the ball right back 1st and 10, and here they go in and score, and then they go for 2.
In a situation like that, why would you even do it? Why would in a situation it's 24-23?
I have no idea because he's shaky already, the field goal.
Yes.
And he missed again, and it would have been a psychological blow, not just to the Chiefs, but to the crowd. It takes the life out of the crowd. Oh no, we missed another field goal.
Right.
So that was a crucial play, but yet and still, Derek Carr finally comes up big. It's a 3rd and 6 from the Kansas City 48. And he finally connected with Devontae on a real play. It wasn't like a trick 4th and 1 play.
They got him bracket here. They play in and out.
And Devontae put his hand up. He ran right between them. And this is a wrong foot throw, moving forward in the pocket, and hit him, dropped a dime down the chimney on him. See, he's throwing it off his wrong foot as he's running forward. But he's got enough arm strength, he gets it there. And Devontae, when he broke, he's got his hand up. Okay. So this is the play of the game, it looks like, for the Raiders, because all of a sudden, you've caught up. You've stemmed the tide. You've broken the momentum. All of a sudden, it's a tie. No, it's not a tie game. All of a sudden, they're going for 2 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. Okay, and obviously on the broadcast, Troy Aikman and
were they losing their mind too?
Okay, well, they're saying that the analytics say, go for it. Here's what the analytics say.
And let's get
Trust me, They will get you fired. But the analytics are in a vacuum. The analytics just say anytime you have something and 2 to go for it, because you can make, the odds are probably 55% that you can make a 2-yard gain for whatever it is.
Right.
Well, you have to weigh your situation.
Right.
What does the game management feel like at that point?
Right.
What is happening? Well, you scratched and clawed your way back into the game. Your quarterback just made a huge throw.
Right.
And Josh McDaniels said after the game, we had a play we really liked. That play?
That play.
Okay, well, you practice that play. That's a real trick. That's the opposite of what Andy Reid does. This is like blatant meat and potato.
I was surprised, Skip, considering that they didn't get it, considering how well they had, Josh Jacobs had ran the football.
Yeah.
He had run the football literally down Kansas City.
Okay, he had.
But in that situation, everybody's inside, everybody's stacked inside.
Everybody's inside. I just don't get, there's no cleverness, there's no creativity. And by the way, just for the record, and I thought they were playing uphill the whole night, there is no Darren Waller. Well, is he not your best red zone target?
Yes.
Right? Wouldn't he be a primary option on a down and distance?
Well, you know, early in the game, you're not going to have him. So now it takes a lot of your your 2-point plays. Maybe you got 3 going into the game. Maybe that takes some of it away. But I just thought, Skip, with 4 minutes and 23 seconds, that's a bit early. Maybe if there was 50 seconds in the ball game,
sure,
and you got them.
No, I got that.
Okay.
No, I got it.
With damn near 5 minutes to go.
I got it. They don't even have their backup tight. You know, that Foster Moreau,
Right.
87?
Yes.
I mean, he can catch the ball, too.
Yes.
He's tall. So you don't have, your 2 biggest red zone targets are gone. So it's Devontae or bust, and you know they're going to, like, triple him on the play. So what you got, Josh? Well, you got a point that ties the game, and you feel like we're back in this. Like we're right here, right now. Okay? So they again, Derek Carr's throwing up his hands like he made it. It wasn't even close. If we could see the 2-point try again.
I mean, his both knees hit
and even Derek said after the game, I thought he scored. It wasn't close. It's not even close. You can see it from the side view. I'm not sure we have the side view, but he just didn't get there. He's down at the 1. The knee is down at the 1-yard line.
And even his elbow hit before he crossed the goal line.
I just don't love this. I don't know what the point of it is. I don't know what the thrust of it is. I don't know what you saw that you liked. I don't know if he wanted Derek to check out of it when he saw the way they were aligned. I have no idea, but it did not work.
Just take the PAT. Your tie ball game now is 4:23, 4:32 left in the ball game. Okay, because if you're going to ask your defense to stop them from going down and getting a field goal, shouldn't you ask your defense to stop them in a tie ball game?
Yes, that's what happened, and they did. Magic Man Mahommes ran 5 plays but had to punt.
Right.
So he made 1 first down and he had to punt.
I didn't like that play call.
That was a weird one, too.
You got Travis Kelce, who's the best tight end in football, and somehow you throw the ball 30 yards down the field and be Cole Hart.
And he wasn't even close to open. He just kind of, it was almost like a throw away to me, like he's about to go down. So the punt's a good one. You pin them all the way back at their 7-yard line.
Right.
2:29 left in the game. And here they come. And they do make a couple of first downs. But finally, with 51 seconds left, it's 3rd and 1 at the Raiders' 46-yard line. And here's that play in question to Devontae that you spoke of. Okay, he gets him free. And I got to tell you, if you're the highest paid receiver in football, you just got to claim catch it because he bobbled. He didn't come clean, and he couldn't get his toes down.
Right.
And it clearly was not a catch.
It clearly was not.
It was not because he hadn't controlled the football yet. So, I'm sorry, if you're that dude, you just got to make this catch. It's just, and that changes things because look at the situation. That would have given you a first down at the 39 with about 47 seconds left. It would have given you 1st and 10 at the 39. That's a 57-yard field goal. Carlson's pretty good. You got a shot there, but you got some time to...
He's made his first 38.
I got it. And you could probably get it a little closer with Josh Jacobs at that point. Now you switch your whole philosophy of what you're trying to do. You have a chance to go steal one at Arrowhead. And it's up to Devontae.
You know Mahommes was going to get that, right? Okay. You know if y'all got, we're going to use our timeouts, make y'all kick the field goal, and Mahommes go right back down the field.
That's 1st and 10 at the 39 with 47 seconds left. Josh Jacobs, you're going to keep running the clock down. I don't think you're going to have enough time to do this.
I tell you what, ask Josh Allen, do you think he got enough time with 13 seconds?
Yeah.
You think he got enough time, Josh?
I don't think it's actually Justin Tucker kicking for the Chiefs right now.
Oh, you're right.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's the second string kicker.
Okay,
so I just don't know what.
You're right. I forgot. I thought it was
He did make a 57-yarder at the end of the half.
Right.
It shocked me. I think he was shocked too.
He
He's like,
was.
how did I do that?
Considering he shaped the other one.
All right, now we get to the final play of the game. And I would be curious to hear your take on this, because I know what my take is on this. This is an embarrassment that you have two receivers run into each other to end the game.
Well, it looks like what happened is that Devontae got jammed a little bit.
He did.
And because he threw the timing
broke it
off.
inside.
You see, he got jammed. And once Hunter Renfro is ahead of Devontae, the play's over. Because it's supposed to be like a scissors concept here. Devontae goes to the post, and then Hunter Renfro cuts right off his butt.
Yep.
And he was going to throw this ball to Hunter Renfro.
I can't even tell who he's going to.
It looked like he was going to throw it to Hunter Renfro.
I don't know. It might have been to Devontae.
It might have been going to Devontae. But it should have gone to Renfro because he run the scissors right off his butt, and he's going to be wide open. But I guess they're saying Devontae was going to be wide open kind of like the first play of the game. I mean, the first down. But what happened, they threw the timing off when he got jammed.
And the other problem is, Spagnuolo decides to blitz.
Oh, he run the ball.
And the safeties comes just completely free up the middle. So all of a sudden, Derek Carr's throwing off his back foot, falling backwards with a man right in his face, and he really doesn't have time to do anything else. You would like to think that on a play like that, you would have a hot route that he could get the ball away quickly to. You know, I try to love Derek Carr. I do. I try, because he's a good guy, I think, and he tries hard. I just don't know about his overall big picture football IQ. I'm not sure about it. The command, the feel.
But Skip, just when you least expect it, he'll go do to your Cowboys.
He will, and he did it. And I was just going to say that. He got me on Thanksgiving, and he got me
good. And he made every throw.
And he had, if you look at his big picture stats, they're very good in clutch situations. But he kind of wills it. He almost does it by heart, you know, like it's all emotion how he's going to do it. It's not with brains or there's no Brady-esque to it where Brady's going to pick you apart with playing chess. He's not going to beat you playing chess. He might beat you jumping over you and playing checkers, but not chess.
I think in a situation like that, Renfro has to look out there and see, say, oh, damn, got jammed.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to break this thing off. You can't, because if you look at it, Skip, he's in front of, I mean, it's got to be this, not this. And so once he sees that, the play is doomed. But it's not like Carr can do anything because, like you said, they came with a blitz. And so now he's got to retreat, throw it off his back foot, and hope you guys don't collide. You guys collided. That's what's so embarrassing because I'm like, I know ain't no, the DB didn't pull these guys out. And then when they show up from here, I'm like, they collided. I'm like, that is embarrassing.
How many times in your Hall of Fame career did you run headlong into a fellow receiver and fall down?
No, I don't think I've ever done it.
I think you probably never did.
And definitely not on fourth down, Skip, the last play of the game, because a lot of times, Skip, you can see the guy in the corner of the eye, and you'll pull up, and you're like, damn. Like, bro, you got to get up out of there. But that's what happens, is that Renfro got a pre-release, and Tay Adams got jammed at the top. If you see, Skip, Renfro, once you see he's in the press, you can't be first.
Yeah. Oh, what a terrible thing. And my first inclination, my first instantaneous thought was, it's pass interference. No, it's not, unless you're going to call them for running into each other.
Right.
They probably deserved a flag.
And then you see the back judge looking like, I can't believe you guys ran into each other.
Yeah, they're looking around like, we're not.
Kansas City did, because in that situation, Skip, I want to make Derek Carr make a very quick decision. I don't want to give him time to like, okay, let me do this, let me do that. No, I'm blowing you up. It came 0-0 bomb blitz. We called it bomb when they call it zero now.
Yeah.
And so they came, but because the slot receiver got a free release, Devontae got jammed at the top. It threw off the timing just enough. So now Hunter Renfro is in front. He's supposed to be off it's a scissors concept. Tay to the post, him to the 7, to the corner route. And once he's here, and he realizes it, boom. And now the ball hits the turf, and everybody's looking around like, what's happening now? If it wasn't for Chris Jones' play, that would have been the play tonight. How do two NFL receivers run into each other on fourth down, and given one of them is the best receiver in football?
We're going to get to Chris Jones in just a moment, but what eclipsed even that was what Devontae did after the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has called out the team as a new team leader. He's in the spotlight. He got the big money to leave Aaron Rodgers for Derek Carr, and he's trying to be a team leader, and he came up small at the end of the game, and he knew it, and he threw his helmet into the ground over by the bench. Then he's walking off the field, and a worker he said, jumped in front of him, and he shoved him down, and you just can't, for a man, and he comes across as a good man to me, right?
Yeah, he is, and I'm gonna reach out to him. That's really not like him. We've spoken a couple of times. He's a good. I say kids, because I got kids over the years.
Well,
but he's a good kid.
He's become a man.
Yeah, he is.
But you know what? He played a little bit off radar in Green Bay, in Aaron's shadow to a certain degree, even though we all acknowledge he's the best receiver in football. But all of a sudden, he became the man in Las Vegas. He eclipsed even Derek Carr as the face of the franchise.
Because he was supposed to be the guy that put them over the top.
Correct. I thought so.
Yeah.
And now they've fallen to 1-4, and he let his emotions get the better of him. And I don't think he'll get suspended.
But he's gonna get fined heavily and nice talking to.
Yeah.
And just hope the guy don't say, hey, I need a couple extra dollars too for you shoving me down because my back hurt.
Could be.
That's it. That's always what you run into. Somebody man, I'm gonna have to miss a month of work.
Yeah, could be. So much for the Raiders.
No, they still got a chance. But they're gonna have to win some. They have to string some games together. That's 217 points.
They do have some time to reset now.
Sorry,
and that could either be a good thing or a bad thing, right? They've got their bye week coming up now, so it's going to be a while before they get back on the field. Can they use that as time to reset, or does the frustration just continue to grow? All right, coming up.